It's just frequency and use. This is Kilo 4 Bravo Whiskey Alpha, net control for the Middle Tennessee Simplex net. This is net number 171. My name is Ricky and I'm located in Portland, Tennessee. Stations with emergency or priority traffic can break in any time. If there should be any emergency or priority traffic, we'll put the net on hold and help in any way we can. This net meets every Thursday at 7 p.m. You can find us live on Facebook. All you have to do is type in Middle Tennessee Simplex 147.555. Type it in just like that. Go there now. We're live. You can also find us on YouTube. Type it in the same way. Middle Tennessee Simplex 147.555. While you're there, please subscribe. This is an open topic net and is open to all FCC licensed amateur radio operators. The purpose of this net is to promote amateur radio use and have fun. If I do not acknowledge your call, please try again. Once again, any licensed amateur radio operator is welcome to check in. We do ask that you please follow all FCC Part 97 rules and regulations when identifying your station. We'll start the net tonight with announcements. If you have an announcement, call now. Alright, not hearing anything. Let me see if I can find my list. I misplaced my list of announcements. What have I done with that? Hang on a minute. Alright, got it. Announcements. Let's see, let's go with Simplex nets. We have a couple of Simplex nets in the area. One out of Bowling Green on 146.430 Tuesdays and Friday nights at 7:30. Another one out of Mount Juliet on Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 8 o'clock on 146.415. And we have, don't forget, Monday night, the Roundtable net, 7 o'clock on the W4LKZ link repeater system. You can find a list of all the link repeaters by going to www.scara.net. And also on Sunday, don't forget the mid-10 phone net at 8 o'clock. They start out on 28.415. Yep, that's 10 meter. And they jump over to a couple other frequencies. But if you're there at 8 o'clock and you're on 28.415, you can just follow them over to those other frequencies, and you'll not miss a thing there. And Mike, good to have you back. Got you checked in. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo followed. Do that again. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. All right. Well, I got announcements popping up on the comment section on Facebook. If y'all missed some of this stuff, jump over there to Facebook and follow along live, and you can get to some of those comments. But Ben wants me to remember to tell everybody about the co-op. It's a get-together with all the local clubs in Greenbrier at Lewis Martin Ball Field. I think it starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and well, no, he's got it at 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's going to be vendors and subjects talked. It's just a bunch of hams getting together, having a good time, promoting their clubs, and just hams being hams. If you want to know what I mean. So Ben, thank you for that. I'll get you checked in too. So I think that's it. Oh no, wait a minute. I got another one. The weekend wind down net on Sundays at 6 o'clock. Be sure to go and check into that. You can find it also on the W4LKZ link repeater system. And I think that's it for me. Does anybody else have announcements? Call now. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I think that's next Saturday, not this Saturday. Next Saturday is that co-op. So that puts that around the 12th, I believe, if I'm wrong. Somebody look at a calendar. So I believe it's next Saturday, 8 to 4 p.m. At the Greenbrier Lewis Martin Ball Field in Greenbrier. And I'll tell you who I got so far. I got Eric, Kilo 4, Romeo Juliet Victor. Got Mike, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. I got you in here, Ben, Kilo Romeo 4, Delta X-Ray Lima. Just because I got you all checked in don't mean that you can't recheck. Because I got a trivia question for you today. And do want you all to participate if you want to. All right, let's see. Let me give the radio a break and I'll get back. All right, before we move on, does anybody else have announcements? Call now. All right, well, hey, Jason, was that you just trying to check in? Kilo Golf 4, Bravo Mike Hotel. All right, I got him. He's checking in through the Facebook, but I do believe he did try to check in, and he's barely hearing me tonight. So conditions may not be the best. Ben had Kilo Romeo 4 Delta X-Ray Lima has just acknowledged the fact that co-op is on the 11th from 8 to 4, and there's going to be a lot of food and a lot of fun stuff going on there. So if y'all want to get out there on the 11th at the Lewis Martin Ball Field in Greenbrier, don't forget that. All right, so I don't think anybody else has got announcements. I already called a couple times, so I'm going to give it a quick break, and then I'm going to get back to the trivia question. And the drink. My mouth still stays dry. All right, well, I had to get a drink too, and while I was doing that, I don't know if I brought it up to, I got Kilo Golf 4 Bravo Mike Hotel Jason over in Livingston checking in. Got Kilo Delta 2 Juliet Papa Bob checking in. All right, so let me see. Here's the question. And, we're going to do a little history tonight. And I hope you all are up to it because, it was something that just popped up and I thought I'd go with it. So, as y'all know, in December 20th, 1860, we had a state in the United States that left the United States and succeeded to the Confederate States of America. Most of us all think of that they all got together and left pretty much at the same time, but actually they didn't. There was one state that left first, and then on January 9th there was another state. In 1861 there was another state that left, and then on January 10th in 1861 there was the third state to leave. So the question is which was the first state to leave, and then who was the other two in order to succeed with them. So you first pick the first state to leave, and then add those other two states, like you know how we do, play along, put them in order of how they left. And choices are Mississippi, Florida, and South Carolina. Those are the first three states to leave the United States and succeed to the Confederacy. Put them in order, and we'll see who gets it right. So it's a good one, guys. So I got it wrong, but I ain't real good at this anyway, because I do play along and I didn't get it right. But hopefully somebody will. This is K4 BWA, and we're taking check-ins from anybody, anywhere. Call now.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael in Lebanon, Tennessee. Short time, and it's good to see that you're feeling a little bit better there, Ricky.
Well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be feeling better, too. I tell you what, it's been a rough week and a half. It started out with a sore throat, about to lose my voice, and feeling puny, and today actually is the first day that I'm actually feeling kind of perky.
Well, that's so good to hear. I'm going to go ahead and take an attempt at the trivia. I'm going to say South Kakalaka went first, then I'm going to say Mississippi, and then Florida.
All right, Michael. Well, I tell you what, we'll give you the answer here in a little bit, and well, hopefully everybody will get this one right. It is history, but I'll let you know here in a little bit. I know you're going to be short time, but you can Google it if you can't hang out and listen. It's on Google, so that's where I got it from anyway. So anyway, appreciate you taking a stab at it.
Well, you have a good evening, Ricky. I'll talk to you soon. 73 from Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
All right, for those who might have not heard Michael, he Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, and his picks were South Carolina. Well, I couldn't do it like he did it, but South Carolina went first, then Mississippi, and then Florida. That's his pick. He seemed pretty confident with that. All right. Anybody else? This is K4 BWA looking for check-ins. Check-ins. Call now.
Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Papa Sierra, Ken in Portland.
All right, Ken. Hey, I got a good copy on you. Just hang on just a second. I've got a weak station trying to get in. I can barely hear him. I'm going to pull him first, if you don't mind.
Go on right ahead.
All right, that last station, trying to get in. Would you please try again? All right, Danny, good to hear you. You're a little bit weak tonight, but everybody was talking about the conditions being kind of rough, so that's understandable. I did hear you, though. You picked South Carolina. Kilo Delta 4, Golf Oscar November, Danny, down there around Station Camp. So, okay, Ken, up to you. Kilo Quebec 4, Golf Papa Sierra. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing very well, Rick. Yeah, I'm glad to see you back up and running again. These trivia questions, I am way overdue to get one. If I was in school, I think I'd get an F. But I'm going to give it another try. I'm hopeful right. I'm going to go with South Carolina, Florida, and then Mississippi. But I should go the opposite of what I think, and maybe I'll get it right.
Well, you know, that's a thing to do sometimes, because if you're always wrong, if you just do the opposite of whatever you want it to do, then it may be right. You know, it's kind of like the opposite of wrong is right. So you might be onto something. So you got South Carolina, Florida, and then Mississippi. Going with that, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. That'd be my final answer.
Yeah, roger that. Well, you know, talk about that a little bit. And I love history, and I'm surprised that I didn't get it right, but I got it wrong. I didn't pick it right when I tried it first. But you know, I was always under the assumption that they a few of the states got together and they decided to just leave pretty much all at once. But you know, at least three of them. I know three went first, and I figured these three states, they kind of got together and left first. But you know, it wasn't that way at all. You know, they one left in December 20th, 1860, and then on January 9th, 1861, the second one left, and then on January 10th, the third one left. I mean, they were close. But, I mean, what if the first one left and the other two didn't go along? You know, they'd been standing all along, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm just figuring that South Carolina would be like one of the states that had probably the most involvement at that time, you know, as far as the with the states being involved. I don't know. That's my hunch anyway. But you know, today, you know, I mean, our country is pretty much divided. I mean, back then it was pretty much the North and the South. But like today, we've got like a soft civil war going on right now. But really, it's kind of like the middle of the country, and the west and east coast is kind of like at odds with each other.
Well, you know, you're onto something there, and there's just so many different groups pulling together and forming alliances, or not alliances, but rebelling. You know, you got your woke, you got this, you got that. And before it used to be North and South. Now we got Democrats and Republicans, and then you got, oh man, you can't think of them all. You got Black Lives Matters. You got so many groups pulling together, and each one has their own agendas. So yeah, it's kind of like you don't know who to watch out for anymore.
Yeah, another I guess scenario you could think of is like you got the larger metropolitan cities and the rural America, and like I said, the large metropolitan cities are kind of like two different groups.
Yep, that's right. Well, I do know that most of those larger cities, and that's the reason why voting and not having that their voting is so important, is because, you know, some of those larger cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York. I mean, they could control, if we didn't have the electrical college type thing going on to kind of make it equal for everybody, New York, L.A., and San Francisco would probably, rule the United States.
Yeah, you're right. That would be a good discussion to go on. But I'll just kind of stand by and listen for a while. Some other guesses and stuff. So hopefully you'll get some more check-ins and some more guesses for your trivia question. Well, anyway, this is Ken, KQ4 GPS clear and standing by.
All right, Kilo Quebec 4, Golf Papa Sierra. Ken, in case you wasn't able to hear him, he picked South Carolina, Florida, and then Mississippi. All right, I got Bob with his answers. That's Hummingbird Bob. Kilo Delta 2, Juliet Papa. He's picking South Carolina, Mississippi, and Florida. So we got his in there. Thank you, Bob, for taking a risk at it. You're usually pretty good at getting them right, so we'll see. I think just last week was the first time you missed one. You were like 4 for 4 before that, but I think I think it was last week that you missed out. Or no, maybe it was a week before. I don't know, but I know that you did miss one. I think you got last week right, and your wife was trying to steer you wrong. And you went against it, went with yourself, and got it right. And, yeah, I thought I was going to have to step in and help you out, but thank God I didn't. All right, let's see, we're caught up, and we're looking for check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, call now.
Kilo Romeo 4, Delta X-Ray Lima, here in Portland.
All right, Ben. Hey, you got a good signal. Don't have to worry about you coming in. Kilo Romeo 4, Delta X-Ray Lima. I got you rechecking. I guess you got an answer for me?
Yes, sir. I'm going to go with South Carolina, Florida, and then Mississippi.
All right. South Carolina, Florida, then Mississippi. And, hey, are we still on for a Saturday?
Yes, sir. I'm about to send out a reminder email here in a little bit, so everybody read it in the morning, and then I'm going to print off a sign to stick up on the table for us.
All right, so I'll be looking forward to it, and do appreciate you getting all that set up for us.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm ready to meet everybody in person and maybe get a few more people to check in on here on the Thursday night Simplex.
Oh yeah, you know how I like them check-ins. I don't know a net controller that doesn't do it for the check-ins. I mean, that's what we do it for. We love the check-ins and the conversations and getting in contact with other hams. And I'm like you. I like going in and meeting people that I've talked to on the radio and putting faces to the call signs. And I mean, it just makes it that more personal.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to let you get a few more check-ins. I'm going to try to help out with bedtime as much as I can this evening. I'll be standing by. This is KR4 DXL. Good talking to you, Ricky. 73.
All right, Ben. God bless you, brother. Get them youngins in the bed. Be sure to tuck them in tight. All right. It's K4 BWA, and We're taking check-ins from anybody, anywhere. Please call now. All right, you didn't hear anything. I do want to. I learned something today I didn't know, and but I know it now. I found out today that candy corn was not the original name for that candy. Without Googling it, does anybody know what the original name would have been? Yeah, that was me. That was me too. I didn't have a clue. But I do know now. Is anybody interested in having the answer? All right, I'm going to take y'all's silence as a yes. The answer is, and this is interesting because I would have never figured it, but it does make a little bit of sense. Back when it was first, oh, okay, Bob said he saw that on TV. Okay, I didn't. I went to therapy today and they had it written on the wall. But the answer is chicken feed. Originally, that candy came out as chicken feed, is what they called it. So now you know. If anybody asks you, you can you can show them how smart you are and say, "Yeah, I know the answer to that one." Candy corn was originally named chicken feed. So anyway, that was I didn't know it, but I do now. All right. Well, we're still kind of. I still got to give out the answer to the trivia question, but I'm going to give out another call, see if we can't get some more people in here. This is Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha, taking check-ins from anybody, anywhere. Call now. Oh, Kilo Quebec 4, November Kilo Charlie. Tony, how you doing tonight?
Very good, sir. How about you?
Oh my, did you turn the power up?
Just a little bit.
Well, I could tell where you was real weak, and then all of a sudden you're sitting next to me. So I don't either you drove up and got close, or you turned the power up. I'm gonna go with turn the power up.
Yeah, it's a different radio, a totally different mobile radio I got set up here that I'm using, so I'm still getting used to it.
Okay, well, hey, did you happen to hear the trivia question for tonight?
I did, but I was doing some honeydew stuff, and I didn't even get to even think it over.
Well, you got some time. I can go ahead and tell you the question again and give you some more time to think about it.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Well, here you go. Like myself, I always thought that when the states seceded from the United States, I thought they kind of gathered together and left. About three of them left at the same time, but actually they didn't. One left in December 20th in 1860. Another one left in January 9th in 1861, and the other one left in January 10th, 1861. So they kind of left. So the question is put them in the order that they left, starting with one, ending with the third one to succeed. And the choices are Florida, Mississippi, South Carolina.
All right, very good. I'll have to think of that one over, or I'll have to look it up once. All right. I was just sitting in here listening a little bit, and I finally got in here to the mic, so I'm going to turn it back over to net control.
All right, well, don't look it up. Guess at it, if anything. But I'm just about fixing, unless I get some more check-ins, I'm fixing to give the answer anyway.
Well, I've got a guess on the tip of my tongue, but I'm going to say just only as the first one. Did you say North Carolina was in there?
South Carolina.
That's what I'm going to go for is the first one. The other two, I'm not sure.
All right. Hey, you can just pick the first one. That's part of the question. The other ones are bonus question. So yeah, there you go. Picking South Carolina. All right, Tony. Thank you for checking in. It's been a while since I've heard from you on the Simplex. I'm glad you made the trip.
It's good talking to you too.
All right, here we go. Yeah, this is Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha. Need some more check-ins. Looking for check-ins. Call now. All right, not getting anybody else, so I'm going to call one more time, then I'm going to give that answer. This is Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha, looking for check-ins. Call now. All right. Well, I'm thinking. I can't remember who all got the number one. I know I had two on there that just picked the number one. I think there was about 4 or 5 that got the first one right. I believe there was only 3 that got them in order. Got the bonus question, and I do know. Well, let me give the answer first, because that way everybody will know who they are. Who, especially if you were the one that got it right, you'll know it's you. So the first one succeeded. Well, let me go. I'm going to do it backwards this time. The last one to succeed was Florida. The second one to succeed was Mississippi. and the first one to succeed was South Carolina. So I think we had, I know Michael got it, WA5 Romeo India Papa. I know he got it, and I believe Bob got that one right too. Kilo Delta 2 Juliet Papa, I believe. I can't remember who all it was, but I'm thinking Ben. I think Ben got it right too. Kilo Romeo 4 Delta X-Ray Lima. But anyway, those that got it right, if you want to holler out real quick and say woohoo, go ahead.
Woohoo!
All right. Well, I know there was more than one that got it right, but if the other ones want to remain silent, that is up to them. All right. Well, that was a good one. I like history. We might do a few more history questions like that. It's a good way to keep your. It's a good way to get the keep your mind sharp and keep up with things. Like I said, I got it wrong. Of course, when I guessed it, I didn't use the multiple choice. I was just going, because see, I thought Tennessee. I picked Tennessee to be one of the first ones to go. Maybe not the first one. I think I picked South Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia were the picks that I picked. And I was just, I didn't use multiple choice. I thought of the question, and then I came up with the answer in my mind, and then I Googled it. That's how I came up with this. So, and I think that was the way I went with it, because Tennessee has the 3 stars, and I always thought the three stars were represented the first 3 states to leave the Union. But it may have not been that way. It might have been like 3 states that went together. And that might be the reason why the 3 stars is, I think it was maybe Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia went together all at the same time, and that's why Tennessee's got the 3-star flag. So anyway, some history there. Like I said, I really like history, and if anybody has a better idea of that than I do, or if I got it right, fine. If I don't, let me know, because I like to. I think that's an interesting subject. Didn't listen to my wife again. There you go, Bob. Independence. All right. Well, you know what? You're on a roll. I don't want to tell you to stop listening to her, though. That might not be good for your health. Oh, man. Anyway. All right. Well, we got I have to share this with you anyway. Hummingbird Bob, Kilo Delta 2 Juliet Papa, he did get it right. He was one of the ones that got it right. He did woohoo on the comment section on our Facebook page, and then he said, "Lucky I didn't listen to my wife again," and got it right 2 times in a row. So I don't know how healthy that's going to be for him, but anyway. Yeah, careful. She's right here. All right. Well, we're going to quiet down about that. God bless you. We're going to pray for you, Bob. All right. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some more check-ins. Check-ins. Call now.
K4WP.
Well, my Kentucky friends up there, Bowling Green area, K4WKU. It's good to hear from you, Steve.
Good to be heard tonight, Ricky. Just sitting here watching a bunch of Facebook silly videos right after got done watching the ball game.
Are we in the playoffs yet?
Yes, we are. Cubs just defeated the
Padres in the wild card game to move on to play the best of 5 against the Brewers Saturday.
Oh my! Hey, the Brewers, did they got a good team?
Yeah, they were number 1 in the division. We were number 2.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go for the Cubbies. That's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't hear the trivia question, so I don't know what is the answer to the.
Well, you know what? I look for you to know this one, but actually, I asked which were the. Well, let me just tell you like this. You know, a lot of people think that the first 3 states to leave the Union left all at the same time, and they didn't. One left December 20th, 1860. The other one left January 9th, 1861, and the last one left in January 10th, 1861. And the 3 states to leave were Florida, Mississippi, and South Carolina. So the question was which one was the first one to leave, and then the other 2 in order, and when they left. And that was the question tonight.
What were the states again? Florida,
Florida, Mississippi, and South Carolina.
I would say South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, and then Mississippi.
Oh man, you almost had it right. I thought you was going to get it right. Well, it was South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida.
Okay, well, I told you I didn't know it.
Well, you did better than I did. Well, anyway, I'm glad you played along. You about had it. I thought you was going to say it. You went Mississippi, and then you said Florida, South Carolina, Mississippi, and then Florida, then Mississippi. I think that's the way you said it. And I'm like thinking, oh man, you just about had it. But yeah, I didn't get it right either. I got South Carolina. But I was surprised because when I Googled it and got it all set up, I was under the impression that, 3 states got together and decided to leave together and leave the Union. But it wasn't that way at all, and I mean, just think where South Carolina would have been if Florida and Mississippi changed their mind, I mean, they'd been standing all alone up there, being the only ones succeeding.
Yeah, well, they must have had some illusions going on there.
Well, they were going to succeed whether anybody went with them or not, I guess. They were determined, and of course back then, that was a new avenue, and most people didn't know what to do. Nobody would have expected that they were going to, they just figured, hey, we're going to create our own country. The United States did. They came over here and created their own new country. I mean, why couldn't South Carolina just say, well, we're going to create our own new country, and so on. So, this was something new, and they probably never figured it was going to break into a big civil war and the way it did.
Yeah, but it turned out the way it was supposed to, I guess.
Yep, roger that. Well, how's your nets been going?
Well, not too bad. 6, 7, 8, something like that each time.
Well, we're about to go back to, what is that, fall back, and turn our clocks back. It's going to get darker quicker. People are going to be coming in sooner, and hopefully it'll pick up. It always picks up a little bit in the wintertime, don't you think?
Yeah, it does. It's, I thought we were supposed to not be doing time change anymore. Whatever happened to that?
Doggone, it always seems to peter out, man. I know I get my hopes up thinking it's done, and then I hear no more about it. As far as I know, it never got approved. I mean, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard anything more on it. Maybe somebody else knows.
I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got, Rick. Thanks for doing the net. We'll see you tomorrow night. Day 4 WC.
All right, before you go, Ben, Kilo Romeo 4 Delta X-Ray Lima, he says they won't vote on it. So, as far as I know, it's still out there.
Probably a bunch of Democrats all against it.
They holding everything up. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe back in the day when the farm equipment didn't have lights and there was all mules and they were afraid they'd trip in a hole or something. I mean, I could see where it was a good thing to have back in when they were farming and stuff. That was the reason why they came up, I believe. But we just don't need it now. All it does is keep everybody messed up. And you know what? That may be a good trivia question coming up because and don't Google nothing if you haven't already, but I was thinking it was called something else before they called it daylight savings time. It actually had a name that it really was set up for, and it was the farmers. And I can't remember, but what it was. Yeah, but you know what? I'll probably Google it here in a little bit. But I think it had another name before it went to daylight savings time.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, I just seem to remember when I was a little kid, they called it something else. Anyway, it's just something in my mind that's popping up. I'm gonna Google it and make sure I ain't trying to, say something that ain't true. But anyway, it seemed to me like it was called something else. All right, well, we was talking, Mickey checking in, Kilo November 4, Whiskey Lima, Mike. Appreciate you, Mickey. God bless you, brother. All right, Steve, God bless you too, and don't forget Steve's Net tomorrow night at 7:30 on 146430, and that's Friday night. So give him a check-in. I know he'll appreciate it, get his numbers up. So, we're going to go ahead and put out another call looking for check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, call now.
Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Quebec Lima.
Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Quebec Lima. Dalton, you got a good signal tonight.
Well, fantastic. I'm glad I'm making the trip for sure. We're here at the house, so we're set up on the base Yaesu 2600 here. 6 watts. That's base the antenna is about 33 feet, give or take. So elevation's about 660, give or take 1 or 2 inches, and enjoy the evening.
Well, I tell you what, we're probably almost looking eye to eye then. My antenna's probably looking right straight at yours.
Hey, there's no telling. There's no telling. But, yeah, this setup and location's been very good for me so far, so. But, anyways, I wanted to stop by and give you another number here. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep it short and sweet this evening. I'm actually fixing to start another net here at 8 o'clock. So, didn't really hear anybody other than you, Ricky, but I'll say 73 to the group. Turn it back to net control from Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Quebec 1.
All right, Dalton, God bless you, brother. Good luck with your net. Kilo Quebec 4, Oscar Quebec Lima. Checking in. They say the conditions aren't that good tonight. I've had trouble hearing a few, and there's been a couple that have been having a hard time hearing me. So it's just one of those nights, or one of those nets. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. So, but you're coming through good from up there in Kentucky. All right, still taking check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, call now. All right, going to make a quick announcement. Starting Monday on my roundtable net, give you all some time to think about it, the ones that follow that net. We're going to, it being spooky October, we're going to go and see if anybody's got any personal experiences that's kind of unexplainable, or anything that's weird that might have happened to them. And that's going to be Spooky October, starting Monday, 7 o'clock on the Roundtable Net, on the W4LKZ link repeater system. You can find a list of all the repeaters that's linked together by going to www.scara.net. And just find the one closest to you. It works the best for you, and follow along, check in, and get your story to get up and share it with us. I know we're going to do it about 4 times. We're 4 Mondays in a row, and I got 4 good stories. I know I've told one already on there, but or maybe on here, but yeah, you're looking spooky October. We're going to be going through and listening and see who wants to share spooky stories. So be sure to check Monday night, 7 o'clock, the Roundtable Net. All right, taking check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, call now. Lynn, good. Where you been, Lynn? Well, I got you in here. All right. Well, I got another check-in. They had to check in because of the conditions. They checked in over the comments. Lynn. My goodness, Lynn. Good to hear from you. Kilo Echo 4, Whiskey Uniform Papa. I got you checked in. And it's good to hear from you. All right. Anybody else before we shut this down? We're looking for check-ins. Call now. All right, we're going to bring this net to a close. I tell you what, it's been a good one. I enjoyed it, and I hope you all did. And don't forget Monday night, check into the Round Table Net. We're going to start our spooky October nets. Does anybody have any final comments before I send out last call? Well, that's all right, Lynn. Good to hear from you anyway. Maybe you'll get it up a little higher. All right, well, here we go. We're going to be sending out last call, last call, last call. Anybody, anywhere, please call now. Lynn, try hear me on Monday, 7 o'clock on the WLKZ linked repeater system. Hello, Carol. Good to see you on there. All right. Anyway, we got. Let me go ahead and answer Mickey's question. Can you give the frequency? Well, I tell you what. The one I'll be on is up here in Portland on Music Mountain. It's 146.880, and the tone is 114.8. So yeah, if you'll get on that one, you'll probably be on the same one I'm on. I think that's the one you'll hit. But if you don't hit that one, you can probably go to Bethpage and hit that one. Doing good, doing a lot better. I tell you what, I was down for about a week and a half, and it was rough. But I'm feeling perky today. All right, well, I didn't hear anybody else trying to check in, so we're going to go ahead and close this net. We had 14 check-ins and a time duration of 57, well, by the time I get it wrote down, it's going to be 58 minutes. I really enjoyed doing the net tonight. We had a lot of stuff going on. A good trivia question. All right, so at this time, I want to thank everybody that checked in. God bless you. Hope to hear from you again next Thursday. At this time, I'm going to return this frequency back to its normal amateur radio use. This is Kilo 4, Bravo Whiskey Alpha, saying good night and God bless. All right, well, hey, I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, I tell you, it was, ended up with a sore throat, about lost my voice, had to get off the radio for about a week. I can feel a little rasp still trying to come up a little bit now, where I've been talking so much. So I'm going to get off here in a minute. But, I mean, didn't run no fevers, didn't really feel bad. It was just all kind of like up in my chest and throat and stuff. But anyway, thank you everybody for your concerns and prayers. And it's good to be back on the radio. And Lynn, I'll text you a link if you can Monday nights. Yeah, I'll try to send you the link on that so that you can check in. We're going to do Spooky October. So if you got spooky stories, you will do it on Monday night. And if it does well, we could do it here. The only problem is with doing it with Simplex is so many people would have to do it in the comments section. And that would be a lot of writing. And if you're like me, you don't like it. It's not, it'd be a lot of texting. And that's why I decided to do it on the Roundtable Net, is because you can get on there and tell your story and just be mindful of not getting the repeaters to get too hot. All right. we're going to get off here. Yeah, well, yeah, Lynn, you can get that one. That one might be the one that you'll hit the best, is 145390 for you, Lynn. That would probably be the one you'd want. Mickey, that the 146880 would probably be best for you. All right. I'm going to get off of here. Like I said, my throat's starting to be a little bit raspy. So thank you all for following along. God bless you, and we'll do it again next Thursday night. We'll hopefully have another good trivia question. You all be safe, and always be looking up. Time's near. Good night.